What's up, people? This is Okima Moore for GETV. I'm here at our second annual Cigar Bar and Dinner Party. We are at the Renaissance Cigar Emporium, and I have the owner of the establishment. Johnny, can you please let the good people see what you look like, brother?
Hello.
How are you?
Good. I'm Johnny Drake. I'm the co-owner of the Renaissance Cigar Emporium. There are two of us. My business partner, Harold Spann, took off a little while ago. But welcome. We'd like to welcome Ghetto Eyez and
Absolutely.
Fresh Republic to our venue here for their second annual event. Welcome.
Well, Johnny, I must tell you that your space is really smooth. Like,
Thank you
the
so
setup
much.
is real sexy. And I noticed, the cigar is I've never, now, ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing it first. I've never in my life touched tobacco. I've never had a cigar. I've never pulled a cigar. I've never touched it. I'm a singer. I don't smoke. But it tastes kind of good.
You're doing good.
I'm doing all right.
Good.
I don't look like
the
I
one
don't
you
look like a
have
punk?
is actually dipped in cognac. Can you taste it?
Is that what that
Yes,
tasted?
it's
I was like,
cognac.
wow, this tastes good.
Yeah.
So how'd you guys start this place?
It's something that I always wanted to do. I'm from California. I came out here about 5 years ago, and I got laid off from my job, and I was kind of stuck in New York, and I always wanted to do it, and it was the right time, the right place, the right business partner, and we made it happen.
That's hot. So when did your love of cigars become? When did you become the cigar aficionado?
About 12 years ago, my first cigar I had was awful. I got a little sick. And from then on, I didn't have a cigar for 2 years. And then after 2 years, I picked it up again and had a great one. And the rest, as they say, is history. Went on to go into cigar tastings, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Nicaragua, to learn more and more about cigars, and really got into it.
So tell me about the style that goes with a cigar smoker. Because, everybody doesn't just pick up a cigar. A cigar man or cigar person has a specific je ne sais quoi about themselves.
I think it may be a misnomer. I mean, cigar smokers come from all walks of life. A lot of our customers are blue-collar, sanitation workers, cops, reverends are in here now, professional businessmen. And the good thing about it is all the airs are left at the door, and everybody kind of gels together, and there are no airs about anything. There's a good fellowship of men and women that come. It's a great following.
Now,
it's
do you
happening
get
for
a
us.
lot of women that come through and smoke?
Yeah, there's some that come on a regular basis, and once a month we have an event called Women, Power, and Cigars, where a lot of women come, and they come and network, and they do their own thing, just like the guys. They have a networking event, and they exchange business cards and exchange business with each other. It's a great event.
Okay, that's kind of hot. So, ladies, make sure you come. Bring yourself over to the Renaissance Cigar Emporium for their women. When is that event?
It's once a month. This coming month is September. It's on the 23rd. It's always on the third Wednesday of every month.
Okay. Well, I like the shirt, brother.
Yeah, it's the Latino guys call it a guayabera.
Okay.
It's a cigar smoking shirt. It's actually a formal dress in Cuba.
Okay. Looking kind of smooth there, brother.
Thank you so much.
And we're here at the Cigar Emporium.
The Renaissance Cigar Emporium, between 118th and 119th in Madison.
Okay.
www.renaissancecigars.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you bring yourself down to the Renaissance Cigar Emporium here on
Madison Avenue between 118th and 119th, right here in Harlem.
And the website one more time?
www.renaissancecigars.com.
And that's how we do with GETV. We are about cigars and style tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at the Renaissance Cigar Emporium.
Yes.
It is our second annual Cigar Bar and Dinner Party. I'm here with Johnny Drake, the
Co-proprietor.
And you're the fourth or the fifth Johnny Drake?
I'm the third.
The third Johnny Drake. So make sure you come down, and it is a very sexy event. If you're not here, you missed out, and there is a crazy buffet inside. So we're going to let Johnny go and get a taste of all that good stuff, and I'll be back with you soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Johnny.
Shoes is tight. Gotta get the shoes. Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Ash. GETV tonight is at the Renaissance Cigar Emporium for a nice cigar bar dinner party. It's hosted by my man, Joseph Grant. Tonight, it's all about class. Smoking a cigar is as classy as a fine glass of cognac or glass of champagne. So you cast us into the champagne, into the cognac. Now it's time to bring you to the other side of class and style with the cigars. Matter of fact, we got a cigar connoisseur coming in right now. GETV's own Real. Hey, what's going on?
What's the deal, baby? How you been?
How you doing?
GETV, what's going on, man? How you been?
Now, for those who don't know, tell them a little bit about cigars and why it's epitome of style nowadays, man.
Wow. Well, cigars not actually now epitome of style.
Okay.
Cigars have definitely been involved in style for years. What happens is that it sets a tone. It probably was synonymous with sophistication, with power. You know, I got involved definitely with the gauges. Gauges, for those that don't know, are the ring size of a cigar. This is practically about maybe 38.
Okay.
You know, I like 42 and better. This is actually the house brand, Renaissance, the Renaissance Emporium. And what happens is it connects with power.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Okay.
how we would indulge is pretty much you take your cutter,
Okay, you want to, yeah.
Usually get
Let
involved.
let them know how it's done,
get
man.
involved about, and what you want to do is you want to allow a breathing tool. So you cut that off, and you do like that there.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. There you. So you know, when you having a fine cigar, what do you usually have to drink with a fine cigar, man?
Well, of course we do cognac. Of course.
What's your choice? What's your choice of cognac?
Well, I'm a VSOP man myself.
Okay.
For those that don't know, that is Hennessy, VSOP, and above.
Okay.
You know, you go privilege, you go X and O, and just keep on going up. You know.
Now you prefer imported or domestic?
Well, I've had the pleasure of indulging in those that are prohibited in the country. We won't discuss those.
Right.
And I'm more of a, I don't want to drop any plugs right now because we got to make them cut a check.
Right.
But there's a specific brand that I recommend as far as you have different tastes. You have a woody taste. You know, you have a more of an essence of a peppery taste that are more Dominican rolled.
Okay.
Things like that. And the one misconception I would think in cigars would be an etiquette. There is an etiquette, but it has become to your taste.
Okay.
So you do a little trial and error until you find the combination you like. You know, that's pretty much what it is.
So what kind of flavor you like?
Well, like I said, the flavor that I like is more of a, it's more of a mixture. It's not harsh. It's a smooth pull. You know what I mean? I also prefer to have mine poked instead of cut.
Okay.
You can have a puncher where you can put it in there and do things like that.
Okay.
You know?
Well, there you have it. You heard it from the best, right? We have it right now. Yeah, you gotta pull one for me, man. You know, I'm new to this, y'all. GETV. This is Ash.
Coming, baby.